Hi, I'm Kim Nguyen, Director of Marketing at Speakeasy Company. Today, we're taking a deep dive into Google Analytics. In the world of e-commerce, data is king. Google Analytics is a robust web analytics tool that will give your brand key insights on the types of users visiting your website, how they interact with your site, and where they come from. The best part, it's free. So if you haven't installed Google Analytics yet, I highly recommend installing it as soon as possible. Google Analytics won't retroactively give you data, so the sooner that you have it on your site, the better. Make sure to install your unique tracking script on all of your site pages to have your goals set up to get started. If you already have Google Analytics, great. But when was the last time you checked on your site's performance? I know navigating these reports can be very cumbersome. So here are a few basic reports you should regularly keep tabs on. The first report is the Source Medium All Traffic report. You can find it in your left-hand navigation by clicking into the Acquisitions tab. You will then click into All Traffic and then click into Source/Medium. This report will give you a high-level glance at how users found your brand's website, how they engaged with the site, and their rate of conversion. The source will indicate which source led your users to the site, meaning Facebook, Google, etc. Medium will indicate the general category of the traffic source, whether it's organic traffic, paid advertising traffic, email traffic, or some kind of other referral traffic, meaning another site had led them to you. To measure engagement, keep an eye on the data in the behavior section, which are bounce rate, average session duration, and pages per session. The bounce rate is a metric that gives you a percentage of people who land on your site and do completely nothing, then leave. The lower your bounce rate is, the better. The average session duration is the average time a user spends on your site. The more that they spend on your site, the more they're probably invested in your brand and are compelled to convert. Pages per session gives you the average number of pages a user visits in a single session. So typically, the more pages they view, the better. And finally, the last section of this report is your conversion metrics. For e-commerce brands, you will track conversions as sales and revenue. You can also set up additional conversions such as email subscriptions. And here's a pro tip on this report. Compare the time periods to see how your site has improved month over month or year over year. This will be a clear indicator of how changes in your advertising campaigns, PR efforts, or new content have impacted traffic or sales. The second report is the Geolocation report. To navigate there, go into Audience, click into Geo, then click into Location. You will then see a list of countries. I recommend clicking to the United States since that's your main target. This report will give you a breakdown of where your users were located when they interacted with your site, as well as their engagement levels and conversion metrics. The geolocation report will be especially important for you if you're looking to expand into new markets for distribution or retail partnerships, as you can easily identify where you've already generated some brand awareness and conversions online. You can also use this report to figure out where to invest more in your advertising budget. If users from California have converted at a high rate and generated a good portion of your total revenue, it might be worth directing some of your ad dollars there. Conversely, you can use this data to also identify regions that have low brand value and exclude them in your efforts. The third report is the e-commerce overview report. To navigate there, go into Conversions, click into e-commerce, and then click into Overview. If there's nothing there, make sure that your e-commerce is toggled on in your admin view settings. The e-commerce overview report will give you a real-time bird's eye view of your sales performance over your selected period of time. That is your total revenue, e-commerce conversion rate, total transactions, and average order value. This overview page will also give you insights on your product's performance for that time period, and you can easily identify your best sellers. The next report is the Devices report. To navigate there, go into Audiences, click into Mobile, and then click into Overview. The Devices report will give you a high-level breakdown of your site traffic based on the devices that your users were using while navigating through your pages. If you see lots of conversions that appear on desktop but not mobile, it may be an indicator that your mobile site may need improvements for user experience. To take it a step further, you can also review the exact list of devices used in the devices breakdown report. Use it to pinpoint which devices have had the most trouble converting on your site based on their low conversion rate and high exit rate. You can then make site improvements based on that device's specifications. The final report is the All Pages report. To navigate there, go into Behavior, Site Content, and then click into All Pages. This report will break down the user metrics of every page on your site, giving you insights on which pages are visited the most and are the most engaging. If you have just posted a new recipe page, for example, and you're curious how many people have had a chance to view it, this is where you would find that data. You can also instantly identify poor performing pages based on low engagement rates and make adjustments to your imagery or copy to improve its performance. Finally, Google will assign a dollar value to a page if a page contributed to a conversion. Page value is the average value for a page that a user visited before completing a goal or transaction. So that wraps things up. Of course, there are plenty more findings you can unearth using Google Analytics features, but these reports are a great starting point for newcomers. If you'd like to start selling your spirits online, own all of your data, and scale your marketing efforts, our team at Speakeasy Company can help. We handle the technology, warehousing, fulfillment of the e-commerce store, so you can start selling direct to consumer while staying 3-tier compliant. Plus, you'd get an opportunity to work with me in your digital advertising efforts. So if you'd like to see how we can help grow your brand, visit us at speakeasyco.com. And thank you for joining me today.